was the word I'm looking for, of my, yes, not that, I'm gonna delete that on post, but yeah, we'll leave each other, Antonio da Costa, because I have to go up to see the last name, because I don't know the first name, I only know the last names. Sebastian, what's the name of this man? Rivalry, I would say, but no, can be. Wait, what? I don't know. Oh, our future alcoholic. To my YouTube channel. If you're new or you don't know me, hi, welcome, I'm Ra and I make book writing and formal content here in this channel, and if you are not new, I already know who I am. Hi, welcome back to a new video. For today, as you can tell through my shirt, I am doing a Formula 1 related video, and I am going back to reading Formula 1 fanfictions because I've missed it so much. I took a little break from reading F1 fanfictions because the last videos that I posted were actually part of kind of a series. I was basically reading this F1 fanfiction that one of my friends wrote and published on ao3, and I basically did a bunch of videos reading the entire work that he did. So I took a little break because that was a lot, and now I'm back and I'm super excited because I have found some very interesting fanfictions that I want to read for you guys, and I'm just super excited. So if you're excited to see this video, please like, subscribe and turn on the notifications so you know if I want to post a brand new video every Friday. And now let's begin reading because I have a very interesting fanfiction to read to you guys. It's going to be very short, so this video is going to be just a very easy, short, video for you to watch and enjoy, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. So short and sweet, but very nice. So let's begin with the video. Please remember to go follow me on my social media, so it's down below. I will leave screenshots of my social media, like my Instagram. I will leave a screenshot of my TikTok. And so yeah, go follow me on my social media. I probably have put, screenshots of my different social media just in case you want to see the actual, feed that I have on my Instagram or my TikTok or my letterbox. I don't know, whatever I've put, but go follow me. It's always on below, as I always say. And now let's begin reading this very interesting F1 fanfiction about vampires. I am so excited, so let's begin with it. I have a mic. You already know I have a mic, but I am now holding a mic because I feel like it could be pretty fun to do a mic holding video kind of thing. So I have my tablet with me. You cannot see it, but I have my tablet with me in front of me, and it's actually charging at the same time I'm doing this. So it's kind of like I have a lot of cables going around near me, but that's fine. So in today's video, oh my god, I don't know if you can, see the difference between then and now, because I've, turned on my laptop and it's just light into my face. But in today's video, I'm going to be reading this F1 fanfiction I found after a lot of looking. I went through a lot of the different tags, and I found this one that is actually not F1, it's Formula E, but I'm just super excited still because I love Formula E, which is basically, for anyone who doesn't know, Formula E is Formula 1 but with electric cars, basically. And I found this one that is about vampires. So the summary says, there are human and vampires, a group of friends living their university time together until chaos comes, all linked to unnatural creatures with vast and personal powers. A Formula E vampire alternative universe, ships and more characters will follow later. And then this first chapter is just information, and the characters, for what it says on the tags, there are that I'm interested in because there's a lot of people who have no idea who they are. Well, Da Costa I know, but there is Da Costa, Oliver Rowland, Dan Ticktum, which is my baby. I love Dan Ticktum so much. Buemi I know, Degrassi, Sunbird. There is Jack Dennis, and you can also find Mitch Evans in here. And I'm just excited. So apparently it's gonna be only 1 or 2 chapters long. Technically still ongoing, so Yeah, but for what I'm reading now, it's just the information chapter and then the actual first chapter. So let's read the information to, you know, make sure we all know what everyone is and stuff like that. So it says, vampires. Vampires are well-known natural creatures with fangs who live off blood from animals or humans. You can become a vampire, but another vampire turn you into one. It can be a gift or a curse. However you look at it, each other vampire has its own powers that they will develop over time, some more than others. How longer someone is a vampire, how stronger they get. The age they got turned into a vampire is the age they stay forever. We're not judging grammatical mistakes here. We're just enjoying vampires and Formula E. That's what we're doing here. So yeah, that's what it says. And then it says in parentheses, in the story they are immune against the sun. I am reading and I'm like, there's a grammatical mistake there and I want to say it right, but I'm just reading, so it's annoying me. Anyway, but their powers will be weak and they get quickly sunburned. Not to silver and holy religious objects, things, rituals, like silver blades or crosses. And of course, we can't forget garlic. So they don't die with sun, but everything else, yes, it kills them. So, Lucas Agrassi. Just says like the different names and the powers that each one has. So Lucas Agrassi is all together with Andre, Jeff and Sebastian, the oldest vampires, also one of the strongest. Lucas has been a vampire for many centuries. He's the leader of the clan, having a rivalry with Sebastian already for a long time, going back centuries away from the beginning. Lucas also can get pretty fed up by the younger German vampire Daniel, yet seems to tolerate it somehow, and his powers are memory feast, shape-shifting and predator's sense. So Antonio da Costa, he has been turned into a vampire around the 1300s. He was turned by Lucas on night. Antonio first hated it when he was turned and found it difficult, having to leave everyone behind, but eventually he accepted it and joined Lucas and his clan. With Lucas, his guidance, he turned into a strong vampire, but he still has difficult bond with Lucas. And his powers are shape-shifting, blood echoes, and super speed. Daniel, he says Daniel was also turned into a vampire around the 1300s, also by Lucas. Since Daniel and Antonio were around the same age and both turned around the same time, they turned into very close friends. Unlike Antonio, Daniel found it immediately cool to be a vampire. Daniel did join Lucas so he wouldn't be alone. The German, okay, then it's not Dan dictum, because Dan is something called English. The German is the jokester of the group, most tolerate him. Surprisingly, Lucas too. Daniel wants to test the limits of the Brazilian, and his powers are agility and grace, shape-shifting, blood sense, and scent mastery. Sebastian Buemi, who I also know, he was a vampire around the same time of Lucas. He and Lucas have a wrong rivalry. The reason is unknown to others. Sebastian only joined Lucas and his clan so he wouldn't be alone. The Swiss is one of the strongest vampires of the clan with his experience. He can lose his temper quickly, but is dear with his friends, having good bonds with the other vampires of the clan, mostly with the older one, Andre and Jeff. And his powers are shape-shifting, only on a bat form, mist travel, mind control, and predator instinct. Andre Lotterer, if that's how you say the last name. I don't know how to speak, I don't know how to say words, but I'm pretty good at reading today, guys. Be proud of me. Okay, so we are in Andre. He was turned into a vampire by an unknown vampire. He was turned around the 1000 AD, a little later than Lucas and Sebastian. The German has trouble getting used to it, definitely with being in love with a mortal at the time. By accident, he fed from his lover since he couldn't stop himself. Luckily, his lover is always by his side now, John Eric. They both join Lucas' clan to be less alone and to gain experience, and his powers are mist form, mist travel, and shadow mimicry. John Eric, so basically Jeff got bitten by Andre. He first had a lot of issues trusting him again, but the love was so strong to ignore. They helped each other when they were alone. When they found Lucas' clan, they were both happy to join. Jen can be a bit cocky, but other than that, he is good friends with everyone. He gets easily annoyed by Antonio and Daniel, and his powers are recall memories, memory control, life sense, and shape-shifting. And then Mitch Evans, he is a fresh turned vampire. He was turned by Jeff on a hunt. Mitch has difficulties with his powers and being a vampire. He also doesn't really trust anyone from the clan, but is a slowly building friendship with Antonio and Daniel. Mitch is still afraid of Jeff. And his powers are shadow tendrils, shape-shifting, and shadow trap. Sergio said camera. He's like Mitch, he also turned into a vampire. Sergio is paranoid about it, not knowing what his powers exactly are yet, and with the fact he has to live of literally blood. He's scared of the whole clan, wanting nothing more than just turn back to normal. He mostly just locks himself up and others have to drag him out so he doesn't starve to death. And he doesn't know his powers, they're unknown. And then the humans of this are Nico, who studies marketing, Eduardo, he studies psychology, Robin studies criminology, Oliver studies neuropsychology. Why do every single one of the humans study like what was the word? Like sciencey things? Why none of them are like journalists? Why? I want a journalist or something. Sam, which is Sam Baird, I think, studies immunology. Norman studies media and communication. Yes, someone who's not studying like sciencey things. Let's go. Jake Dennis studies sociology. Then my beautiful English, beautiful, funny boyfriend Dan studies music. He is the most aggressive one of the group, but his friends are used to it. He swears a lot and people think it's funny. And he plays the piano when he is overthinking or stuck on something. And he writes songs in private. Oh my god, my boyfriend's a singer. What? What do you mean my boyfriend Dan Tictum is a musician? That is so cool. So that is basically the information, like the information about the characters and stuff, which is pretty useful. So let's actually start reading the fanfic. I'm super excited. So this is where everything starts. I don't know how long this is, and I don't know if there's going to be more, but this is what we're reading in this video, okay? This first chapter. If you like the chapter, just go, look it up. I will leave the link to this fanfiction on the description as well, so you can go look it up in case you're interested. So let's start reading. Nico yawned as he walked into the living room, seeing Robin sitting on his pages on the couch, eating the yogurt while watching some series. The Swiss sighed and walked to the tiny kitchen to make himself some breakfast. Since when are you this early out of bed? Nico asks. Hey, one of my class dropped, so I have to wait another 2 hours now. Robin answered with his mouth full of yogurt. There are a lot of typos here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this properly, guys. I have no idea. Oh, gross. Eat first and then talk, you idiot. Nico scolded. The Dutchman just flipped him off. Robin threw his bowl on the cabinet and was about to walk away, but Nico stopped him. Hold up, you forget to wash your bowl, he pointed out. Robin looked back at it and then at Nico again and shrugged. I will do it later. We both know damn well you lazy ass will forget, Nico sighed. Meanie. In the end, Robin did clink his bowl and then disappeared into the bathroom. When he came back, there wasn't actually much difference. When Nico was done, which took way more than Robin, he heeled the bus station together. They headed to the bus station together on the way to the university. After almost missing the stop, they arrived. Okay, now there is, oh my god, now there is like a group chat kind of thing. I love when like fanfics have like group chat things. So this says Norman's Fan Club. That is the title of the friend group. And the people inside are Norman, Jake, Dan, Nico, Eduardo, Nico, Robin and Oliver. Norman says, well, the hell are you all? And Dan, your mum's house, Dick. Norman flips him off with an emoji. And then Nico says, Robin and I are outside the uni. Norman says, coming. Jake, coming as well. Sam is saying literally children. Jake says SYBAU, which currently I have no idea what that means. So if someone English knows what SYBAU means, please let me know. Thank you. Sam says, what does that mean? Norman says old. Jake says loser. Oliver says, this is the first thing I read after waking up. Edo is asking why are they at uni. Ollie says literally that all his classes dropped today and that he wants to have a day off. Dan says twat. Very Dan thing to do. Robin says, why is half of the group chat British again? Jake, have something against us? Robin, yes. Jake, oh. Then, you stupid Dutchman. Sam, hold it. What do you say about those jokes? Jake, nothing. Sam, oh my god, this is so long, guys. Do not make those jokes. Jake used this emoji. I feel so stupid. Oh my god. Okay, Norman says, Edo and Dan, get your asses outside to meet Nico and Robin. Dan says, and why not Jake? Jake says that he's in class, but he's very bored. And then Nico said, of loser. Okay, let's continue the conversation now. Hey, Robin, Nico, Norman yelled as he ran over to them. Dan and Edo walked after the Frenchman. Good to see you all. Nico smiled, and then Norman gave each other a bro hug. A bro hug! Then the Swiss looked at Edo. Oh, Edo. Nico smiled, cheeks getting slightly pink. Hey, Nick. Hey, Nick. Edo smiled back, the younger one smile getting even bigger. Robin gave both of them a look, already having heard enough of Nico's late night simping stories about Eduardo. Are you doing anything after this? Dan asked. I don't. Do you want to take me out on a date, Dan? That's what you want to do. Dan ticked him. Do you want to take me out on a date? Please, yes and thank you. Just plan everything and let me know when I have to be ready and where. Thank you very much. I have to work, sighed Robin. The Dutchman working is a very stuff in a coffee shop. Watch nothing, Nico says. Norman and Edo agreeing with Nico. Want to hang out then after? We could then enjoy a good pint each, the Brit chuckled. He's so British. Like, I don't think I know that many people that are like British, you know what I mean? Like my English friends, yes, they're all British. But some of them are not like properly, like they are all properly British because they're all British, but not all of them act like they were like properly British people. Dan Tictum is properly British for what I know. So I love that for him. Oh, future alcoholic Norma's mouth, which made the whole group laugh. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, this is a very inside joke, but I have a few of my friends, like two of my English friends, they love to drink because they're properly British, I guess. Like they all, like two of them do really like to drink, and I always call them alcoholic just as a joke. But the fact that this happened, it was just too funny. Let's continue. Let's see if I can actually read this entire thing in the video today. I will text the others about it. Maybe they are also in, Edo says. Keep me updated on what happens, Robin adds. When will you be done with work? The Frenchman asks him. Not sure, but definitely late. I have to close the shop up, Robin answered. Shit man, you better join me next time, the others replied. Meanwhile, in the old cathedral outside the town at the edge of the wood, a council meeting was busy. So I called this meeting for a reason, Lucas started. So basically, the vampires are having a reunion. Everyone got his attention. After years of being told to hold back and live for simple plasma pattern fruits, I am done with it. The Brazilian began serious. We are vampires and made and fit to hunt. It's what makes people scared of us, and it's the way how we live at our best and strongest. So by this, I hallow hunting and feeding for humans again, he called out. Oh, finally, Daniel laughed. I can't wait to scare the shit out of them again. It will always be funny, their little scared faces, he laughed out loud. Hey Lucas, not that I want it, but is it smart? Well, still don't want too much attention attracted to us, Andre cut him. I understand what you mean. We're all vested vampires. I'm sure with our experience, it will go in good ways. If not, we will solve together by meeting like this. I want more council meetings so we will know what's up and how we're standing with this rule. I believe that everyone here can hunt and feed without making a whole feather about it. Lucas then looked at Daniel, Mitch and Sergio. Maybe some exceptions, but we will get there. I believe in you all. He finishes. Andre nodded with understanding. Mitch slowly raises his hand nervously. Lucas looked at him unexpectedly. Yes, he says. How to blend in, he mumbled. Well, glad you asked. Someone, people, that is wrong as well. Oh my god, whoever wrote this, please, if you want me to go through it and tell you the things that are grammatically incorrect so you can correct them, please let me know because I'm going insane. I'm actually going insane. Some people here can use that lesson too. Look at Sebastian and Daniel. The Swiss rolled his eyes annoyed and Daniel gave him an annoyed, playful smile. To blend in, you must take into account some things. First, clothes. Of course, you can have your own style, but dress into the time period, then it will be fine. Second, I recommend to wear sunglasses or glasses and a cap or a hood or any headgear. The rule is not obliged, but I do recommend it. As third, since we are talking about the sun, make sure to use enough sunscreen to avoid getting burned quickly. And at last, if you're going to feed from a human, make sure no one else sees it. Same with using your powers. No one can see it, and other than the victim you're about to buy. Am I clear? Lucas asked after explaining. Everyone nodded in agreement. Then I called the meeting done. Thank you all very much for coming and your patience. Sergio fled the scene first, ready to lock himself out again of his room in the cathedral. Mitch was about to leave until Lucas stopped him in the last second just as everyone was gone. Mitch, have some time? The older one asks. The New Zealander swallowed thickly but nodded. If you ever got any questions or need help with this new lifestyle, you can come to me, Lucas tells him. Mitch's mouth opened a few times, not really knowing what to say, but then finally talked. Thank you, I will. I'll think about it, he said softly before walking away, feeling Lucas' eyes staring at his back. Down, the Costa, already getting ready to hunt, Daniel says, as he sees the Portuguese dressing up in some streetwear clothing style. Of course, I missed this. It's not that hard. I first have to find a victim, stalk them for a bit, and then after some day, you just have to strike. It's easy, he laughed. Puff, fair mate, the German agreed. Do I look okay? Antonio asked. He wore a white crewneck t-shirt over a bit oversized over-sleeve button-up shirt in a brown and white checked pattern. At last, some Adidas sneakers on top of it. Of course you do, man. Our handsome vampire, Daniel joked, and Antonio gave him a playful eye roll. Success, my man, the German added. We're back to humans. Robin was done with the day. Customers stopped today, and with his lack of social skills, he didn't really get better. Robin was the only one left in the shop, having to do the last things. He was just done whipping the counter and turning off the POS screens. The Dutchman looked at the checklist. Turn off the machines, turn all the lights off, set the system, lock the clocks, the doors and windows, and do final walkthrough to check everything one last time. It wasn't that first time Robin was doing it. He mostly did this. Luckily, he wasn't busy today. Otherwise, Robin mostly gets in a bad mood. The only thing that the Dutchman has now is that the social battery is just done. So joining the others isn't going to be tonight. Robin didn't really mind it. He never was a fan of going out anyway. That's basically me. Like, I like to go out every once in a while, but I literally have been spending the past month in my room doing basically nothing every weekend. Like, I've been watching shows and reading and doing just, not really reading, but reading, writing, and just watching shows the past month every single weekend, and I've been so happy. And now this month I have quite a few, like, parties and things to go to because of my birthday stuff and, like, celebrations. So, like, I'm gonna have to go back to literally not leave my room for, like, 2 more months to get used to basically being on my own because I love it. So that's basically me. He actually hated it. Everything was then docked and the shop would have creeped vibe. It had to be done. Just as they almost done, being in the last place he was about to check, the warehouse of the shop, he heard sounds coming from the back door. Meow! Oh my god, a cat. A little cat! Yes! He looked at the black-brown colored cat with big yellow eyes staring at him. He blinked a few times to see if the cat was real and if he didn't suddenly get schizophrenia. The cat was indeed real. Shouldn't you go back to your boss? Yes. Robin says to the cat, only for the little animal to stay where it sits, still looking curiously at him. Robin sighed, not really knowing what to do. Look, sorry kitty, but I don't have any food for you here. You came at the wrong shop, I'm afraid, the Dutchman replies, yet the cat kept looking with no other reaction. Well, bye kitty, good luck out there, have a good night. And with that, Robin closed the door again and locked it. With everything being done, Robin walked outside, locking the front door of the store. Outside, it was chilly. Whoever wrote this, have you reread it before you published it? Actually, let me know, please. The autumn air was hitting. It was already October anyway. Robin zipped the jacket close, trying to kill the cold. But since the Dutchman has it always cold, it's a bit difficult. Robin stared, looking back at his and Nico's apartment in the cold night. Nobody else was outside, just Robin. The streetlights giving him just enough light to see everything. He grabbed his phone and opened WhatsApp. Private chat. Nico and Robin. Robin, hey, I'm heading home now. Just so you know, I hope you're having fun. Robin, as well. Don't get back too fucked up because of the alcohol. And then a winky face. Robin knew Nico well, and he wouldn't probably see the messages. He will see the Swiss tomorrow morning again. Robin texts Nico always when he is heading back home, giving him a safe feeling that at least someone knows he's on his way back. Meow. The cat is back! Robin stood still and then turned around. There, a bit farther up the sidewalk, was the cat again, walking up to Robin. Did you follow me here, little guy? He sighed. The cat just sat down right in front of him, letting another meow, like it's giving and answers Robin's questions. What do I do with you? I can just take you with me, huh? Then Robin's eyes fell into a box laying next to a paper and cardboard container. He looked at the cat and back at the container. The Dutchman walked to the box and grabbed it. He took off his jacket and laid it on the box, and he put the box just a little under a bush. And Robin grabbed the cat, placing it in the box. Well, at least you won't die of cold, Robin says. even to he himself was probably now, since he was only wearing a thin sweater. Take care, I guess, kitty. Oh, the ice fell to the little scratch on his hand, probably from the cat, which started to bleed. Meanwhile, the pupils of the cat grew much bigger. Sorry, I have to go, kitty, otherwise I'm the one who's gonna freeze to death. And with that, Robin finally walked away. The cat stays at the box for a long time, and then, did you find something? A voice appeared from the shadows. Daniel walked out of it. The cat turned into him, a few seconds later transforming. Oh my god! Daniel and what's the word? Daniel and Antonio, basically. I think it's Antonio. They're gonna get married. I know it. I wish that was true. Yes, I did. Easy target. I will handle him on my own, Antonio chuckled, standing there a few seconds ago where the cat was. Oh, great. Then I don't have to follow your eyes around the whole time. The German laughed. See you soon back home. And with that, Daniel turned into a bat and flew away. Antonio looked back at the box with the jacket. The Portuguese grabbed the jacket and looked at it. Perf, absolutely bat style. Luckily, it's cold, so I have to wear something. The jacket was the same size, the sleeves being a bit too small, a bit other than that, it was completely fine. Not much later, Antonio also flew away in a bat back to the cathedral. Wait, what? Oh, so the cat is Antonio, and then Daniel found Antonio. Okay. I think I got it. That is the chapter. That's the chapter. There's nothing after that, so I don't know what's going to happen. But if you are interested in this, please go check the link on the description. Please, whoever wrote this, if you're watching this, which of course you are, please let me tell you what things are grammatically incorrect so you can correct them, because I am reading and I'm like, that's wrong, and I'm dying because I'm like, I wish they were correct. So I could probably edit the fanfic for you if you want, for free, by the way. But yeah, that was a fanfic. I am liking it so far. I wish it was longer than 2 chapters. I really want this to be longer than 2 chapters because this is a very interesting story. I really want to write something like with F1 inspired characters. I create this like world in my head with a friend, and I might create that, like I might move that into an actual like saga or something. So let me know if you want to see that. But this is the video, guys. This is the end of the video because I already finished the fanfiction. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications so you know if I want to post a brand new video every Friday, and I will see you guys on the next video. I am super excited to continue filming some more F1 fanfictions and to have them for you soon because I've missed it and I hope you missed it as well. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video.